What's up, guys? My name's Nyku, and I don't really do videos based on YouTube drama a lot. I am very closed about what other people like. I try to keep away from that, not because I want to get clout from it. I just want to put my 2 cents into it, you know? Like I want to give you my opinion because it includes Sykkuno, and not saying that I want to defend him or I have no idea who he is. I wish I would, but no. I am a content creator. I'm up and rising. I feel like I can do so much in YouTube for myself, for others, and I don't want to clout chase this, but I do want to put in my opinion. I hear from what I've watched is that, you know, Sykkuno, he got himself involved with other smaller content creators that are females, and he gave money, and he was called a manipulator, a 34-year-old predator, that stuff. And I don't know the guy, but let's break it down. These are people who are making money. These are small content creators who are looking for a gain from that. And honestly, like, you can say it plain as day. Like, I would say it plain as day, that the moment that they place all that information out to the internet for people to attack Sykkuno and what he did, that automatically became clout for those females. I don't know who they are, and I don't know what they've experienced, but the way that I heard the Discord call, I mean, everybody's seen the videos. If you've seen the videos, the chats, and the Discord call, it seems to me that he knows he's disappointed in himself as well. He knows that he did bad and that he was doing bad. And I don't think he ever thought that he was going to get caught in this circumstance. Now, plain as day, it's wrong. If you have a girlfriend, you should be happy that you have a girlfriend. Bro, you're 34 years old. You have a girlfriend, you're lucky. Especially one who lives with you, you're lucky. I'm 30 years old, and I'm proud not to say that I don't have one, but I did go through a circumstance like this. It's lower level. It's lower level, but it's almost exactly the same. You know, I didn't cheat. I don't validate that. I don't want nobody to be like, oh, you know, he's saying that cheating's right. No. I don't think cheating is ever a good thing to do. I think it's something that should be handled personally. I don't think it should have been handled the way it was. You know, if she had found out that he has a girlfriend and she reached out to the girlfriend, then that is something that be handled within that group. I don't think she should have made a bashing video saying he's a manipulator, a love bomber, a predator because he's 34 years old and blah blah blah. But it's the hierarchy here, my guys. Like, she's trying to pump up her numbers because she needs to make her money. She said it herself. It's $800 a month, crying emoji, you know. Like, I don't even think I have enough. Like, you're asking for, like, you're making him feel bad, but I have money. Let me give you $800 of 500,000 that I have. It's no biggie. For the top people, for people with amounts of money that is like uncircumstantial, like even Markiplier said it himself. Like, he has a gross amount of money. Like, he doesn't need it. Like, he doesn't feel like he needs it, even though he does use it. But he doesn't feel like he needs it. But let's get back to the subject at hand. Like, we're like in this part of society where I'm a full-time employee, and, you know, let me give you my backstory, my story that can closely resemble to it, but it is never gonna be the same. Nothing's gonna be the same. Okay, so understand me. This is not a comparison to say we're the same or we've been in the same. This is just a story coming from someone below the radar of YouTube star, okay? Below. All right. So, and I'm a very private person, but I would love to share this with everybody because this is what got me more amped to be more content creating. So, about a year and a half ago, I met someone and we hit it off. And for 6 months, me, I'm gonna admit, I was a big simp. I really did. We went to concerts. We went out of town. I bought her everything. I even bought her AirPod Maxes. Like, do I look like I have that salary or no? I even like I would take care of her. I've done so much in my power. And here's the thing: what I've learned is that she was talking to someone else. And when she did that, I didn't know it was true. I never believed that. I thought it was false. But I never found out until she broke up with me. So when she broke up with me and I found that out, I was like, well, okay, so a week later, she's in another relationship and now she's happy. I was sad, and I still think about it like this, sad. But it made me think, like, I put so much into somebody, and that somebody just wanted to take it for granted. They never cared for the person. That's below the radar of a YouTube star. Now, you're a YouTube star. If I was a YouTube star and she knew that, obviously it is the obvious answer that if I'm giving you money, if I'm providing for you, and we're in so-called relationship, then you're gonna take advantage of it. Plain and simple. Like, it's my age, my story. Like, I'm not like it's like, if I'm a YouTube star, you should know I already had a girlfriend. Now, where it all, it's all about, I feel, it's my opinion, that most of these females who approach Sykkuno, it's because of his persona, right? And when he actually intercepts them, and he, like, I don't agree on cheating. This is where I'm disappointed in you too. But like, think about it. Like, next time it happened, I mean, you might get another chance. I never got my second chance, and like, just thinking about it, I might never want that second chance, because this gave me the opportunity to open up my creativity and to open up to new avenues of content creating, which really this is why I'm making this video, is because I've never done a video like this. And talking about somebody who's inspired me to become a content creator, alongside other big name people, because that's how it works, man. Like, you make yourself who you are through other people. But in conclusion, like, what my scenario happened was below the radar, and I was done that way. I've been, I was psychologically not available. Like, I was like, I did this so much. I thought we were gonna get married. I thought this was gonna be it. And like, I always carry this around. Like, if anybody, like, I'm gonna just like let you know right now, because I don't want nobody else to ask, because it's different, because I'm talking to you guys. You guys no idea who I am. You guys just know I'm Nyku because I make this video. But around my circle, people know that me and the person, we share this similar necklace, and I bought us two. Like, I bought it for us, and well, I want you to know that I don't wear it because I wanted to remember. Like, I don't want to remember that, right? I don't want to remember the, like, oh, it's yours just to remember her, blah, blah, blah. No, it's to remind me that my creativity, I have to be better than I was before. This is a symbol of me being better than I was before. And that's just, like I said, this is below the radar stuff, On her end, she might not care. She's already in another relationship. She does not care. And it could be the same for, Sykkuno. I mean, it could be, hey, it happened. I'll just find someone else. Simple, right? But what I'm trying to get to is, it's being publicized. And I know it's a YouTube star thing, and everybody wants to be in the heat of it. They want to know every detail. They want to know exactly what happened, But that's his private life right there. She shouldn't have done that. the female that he interacted with and apparently calls for cheating, which I guess it is because you send money to a random girl you haven't even met yet, or you have met, or you went on dates with. I don't know the story, and I really don't care. What I care for, what I believed in, or I still believe in actually, is that if something happens between your own circle, that if somebody publicizes it, it's not to make it's to call you out, but to you know, I'm gonna get clout from this because everybody loves Sykkuno. Everybody wants to see what it is with Sykkuno. And then you can include this video in it too if you want. You can be like, every single person's talking about Sykkuno right now because of what he did. But I'm not here to be like, I'm gonna place this here so you guys can read it, and then you tell me what you think. Like, now I'm giving you my opinion. Like, she did that. If this content creator truly believes in a cordial conversation with their girlfriend, to then them both confronting him personally, cordially, like people, you know, then we know that that content creator was like very much what do you say? What is the word? That content creator really is genuine to who they are. Because what I see here, what I've seen, is a content creator who supposedly, you know, I mean, I don't even say supposedly, it's out there, but has conversations and had done things, apparently not knowing he had a girlfriend, and happened to someone else. And now let me just break it out to the internet because I want everybody to know about this YouTube star. I'm not saying that, oh, sure, you're defending the YouTube star so that he can keep his clout, but also, no, I don't, bro. If it was you in the situation, I don't, like, honestly, clout either way will genuinely, bro. If she gets bashed on because of this, that's because she exposed somebody who was very liked and stuff. But if he gets bashed on because of her exposure, I mean, you could call it, oh, it's karma. But let's think about it in below the radar thing. She did it for clout. He did it because he's, like he said, he's not as smart as he thought he was, you know? And what he did to his girlfriend is absolutely disappointing. And it's something that people, it's just not off of not the normal spectrum. But if it was below the radar, nobody would care. Everybody be like, oh, you know, you messed up, you flipped up, but all you could do is move forward and apologize. And if you wanted to continue that relationship, it's up to her, right? But now it's a big YouTube thing, and everybody's like, oh, he's wrong, he's bad, he's manipulative, you know, blah, blah, blah. If he's done it to multiple women, right? That's him cheating, plain and simple. She knew that, and she still was like, oh, we can still talk. That's clout. That's like trying to keep the clout going. Like, hey, you know, I exposed you in this video, but we can still keep talking. But he clearly didn't want nothing to do with her after that. Like, he was like, you exposed me. You told my girlfriend, I don't want nothing to do with you. Like, this ends here. And he was gonna live thinking about it, you know, regretting the decisions of what he made, and to learn from this problem he's caused himself. And then all the other, I can't start by saying like everybody else who's like, oh, it's disappointing, like answering everybody's questions, like, what do you think about Sykkuno and what he did to his girlfriend? Disappointing. You're like, don't answer. If somebody asked me about my friend, if my friend was a huge YouTube star, I'm not gonna lie to you, and somebody's like, what do you think about Sykkuno? And it's like, I'm no comment. I got nothing to say about that. Like, I'm disappointed in him, but I'm not gonna tell you I'm disappointed. I'm not gonna vouch for him, but I'm also not gonna tell you because I don't want people to look at me in a different perspective. Like, I'm still his friend. Like, think about it that way, you know? Oh, I don't want to be affiliated with him because he's getting his clout's being ruined right now. So like, oh, his fan base is just going on him. So I don't want to be affiliated with him. Like, that's just, I mean, that's inhumane, bro. That's just you working out because I have a channel I have to protect. Like, everybody has a channel to protect, right? If you're in the big YouTubers, but like whenever it comes to you, you know, it happened to Pokimane, you know, and it happened to Valkyrie at some points. You know, it happened to XQC. It's happened to a lot of big YouTubers, bro. But like, it doesn't. It gets to the, and these things are like, when I'm talking about like it happened, it's like bad clout, bad, like people exposing things. You know, some people who expose things expose them for the right reasons. Like, you know, let's just use an example here. A random YouTuber stars literally only buying 20 cents worth of cookies and selling them for $8. That is very much something to expose, because I am not gonna buy $8 worth of cookies if you're buying the same brand for like less than a quarter. Okay, but going to somebody's personal life is asking yourself to be like, well, then now I have people who are gonna ask me questions, and I'm gonna answer them with every single detail. Yeah, me and so were talking for 6 months, and I didn't know he had a girlfriend. Okay. Jeez, it's called Google, guys. I ain't gonna lie. Google. I already knew he had a girlfriend, bro, and I don't even know the guy. I'm not even a girl. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I knew he had a girlfriend before anything. Like, if you just watch the videos, bro, if you just go through his content, bro, like, it's visibly there. Maybe he might not have admitted it, maybe, but it's there. Like, wouldn't you want to ask that question? So who do you live with? Nobody. If I see the conversations like that, then I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to be interested, because it's not my life. It's Sykkuno's life. Why would anybody take any interest? Like, they'll take interest in a YouTube star, right? Per se. And they gain like, other people want to expose him for his wrongdoing. And then they're like, oh, this is how I'm going to get my YouTube fame. I'm glad I'm a small content creator. I'm glad that I'm barely even getting anything, but I'm still doing it because I love doing it. And because, and even though this came out and I've seen the videos of Sykkuno, right? It doesn't change the fact that he's human. It doesn't change the fact that everybody else is human and we all make mistakes and we've done something wrong in our lives before. Have we not? Illegal? I don't think so. I think they were both, you know, legal age, and then things just escalated in a way they're not supposed to be. They're not supposed to be escalated that direction. Like, I don't believe that your personal life should be publicized to the whole entire YouTube community, because it's called defamation. Defamation of character, no matter if he's guilty or innocent. Defamation of character. Are you the news media who covered this? What is this? You want to defame him because he did you wrong. I get it. But it didn't seem to me in a Discord call, you know, that you really wanted to. Yeah, you know, you cheated. It's something you're gonna learn, but we can still talk. Like, we can still talk. Like, even though you sent me $800 and you bought me that Resident Evil 9 game, and we hanged out, like, and we sent some, like, you know, interesting messages. We can still hang out even after you cheated. It's fine. Like, we can be together because I need you. It's the I need you. It's what I don't understand. Like, and a lot of people were probably like, well, she didn't know. He should have known better. But let's be honest. It's his life. It was something in between. It was something that they had to stay within each other. If she figured that out, she should have confronted she should have done. If dude, like the logical thing, you figured out she has a girl, he has a girlfriend, right? And you've already been like 6 months in or something like that. Expose him with his girlfriend. Why take it to social media? Why take it to exposing every message in the arsenal just so people can believe you? I'm sorry, but that's just called clout chasing. Plain and simple. Even though it looks bad, like the way I'm saying it, it sounds like she intentionally did it. But let's just say the upload button, it takes like 3 clicks. She took her time to post the image, to type down the things, and to click it. She knew what she was doing. Sykkuno, on the other hand, should already be experiencing disappointment and sadness because he probably has a breakup in hand, and now he's stressed because of that, stressed about the whole, the whole fan base going on against him and stuff. But hey, would it be fair to say that should have been dealt with somewhat differently? Like I said, I don't know Sykkuno, and I don't know anybody in his group. I just a random small content creator who wanted to voice his opinion because it's someone I looked up to. And not saying that I don't look up to him now. Like I'm myself. I look up to myself. Like I look up to what I have in store for everyone else. Like I push myself to be better. But wouldn't it be fair to just take the second to think, who was really in the wrong? You can't, just because you defame somebody because they cheated, doesn't make it any better, right? And do they deserve the defame? Maybe. But who are we to judge that? As well, but then you think about it, the people who exposed them are just twice as much guilty. Because who would do, like, why not handle it cordially? Why not handle it within the group, within the little spectrum? Like, she clearly says, oh, I get DM'd and talked about by other, like, dude, you should have exposed a guy who DM'd you about going out for a happy time with you, rather than Sykkuno, who basically gave you money and like hang out with you, and just to find out that he was just cheating on his girlfriend. Oh, it's not affected me, affected your girlfriend, and you're a butthole for that, but you get to hang out with me. You're sounding kind of like, he's a big player for me. Like, he's the one who's gonna make he could make me, top content creator. Can't lose that. So I'm gonna try to word things so it'll be like, dude, you need to tell your girlfriend, oh, you should feel bad about yourself, but you could still talk to me. Like, seriously. Like, it's no big deal. Like, as long as you learned your lesson, bro. Like, but then let me post a video about it. I want more views. I would never like post a video that way. I honestly, like, if I date, like, let's bring it to me. Let's put your highlight to me, okay? I would never, like, I might get angry. But if, let's say, let's put Valkyrie on the line right here. What if Valkyrie, she got a boyfriend, right? I don't know nothing about her private life, but like, I'm a small content creator, bro. Like, and she hit me up, and I was like, bro, like, it's all chill. Like, I can't do, I'm trying to get everything going. She's like, she sent me $500 so I can buy like all this stuff, right? And then later on, I figure out, bro, like, she got a boyfriend, dude. Yo, what the flip, bro? I take two. Take two. I would be upset. I would be upset. The way I handle things is where I show my maturity. I can either be like, I gotta expose her, bro. Like, I ain't gonna let this slide. I'm gonna expose her. I'm gonna talk to the boyfriend, bro. I'm gonna try to get in contact. I'm gonna try all this so I can expose her, get the content right, record the Discord call. I'm gonna tell her I'm disappointed in you, right? Take three. But let's take a look at the mature way to handle it. Like, I'm pissed. She got a boyfriend. Hey, I know you got a boyfriend. That's wrong. I appreciate your help in all my finances, but I don't think it's right what you're doing. Maybe we gotta cut ties and you need to tell your boyfriend. I'm going to DM him right now too to let him know. So if you don't want to do it, you can do it or I can do it. Because it's wrong. She'll probably block me. She'll probably like do some heinous act like, he abused me, he took my money. But take four. At the end of the day, the way I handled it was more maturely than what I would have handled it in take two. Exposing. Is she, I might get hit up by content creators. Is it true that you and Valkyrie had a thing or blah, blah, blah? I'm just giving you guys, this is not real. Okay? I'm giving you guys what would happen if it was the other way around. Right? If I had the decisions to make it mature or just exponentially immature. But this shows you that a genuine content creator who, like, oh, I'm going to expose her because I'm mad and blah, blah, has no maturity behind them. And genuinely, at the end of the day, they realize, hey, we can work things out. Because they want to go up. Like, they don't want to stay there, but that causes a backfire. Like, really. Anyways, it's almost 30 minutes in talking, and I don't want to be the guy who just sits here and talk and then you guys listen and be like, your opinions count. Everybody's opinions count. You need to just know that there's good and then there's bad ways of handling things. And I think in this case, it's about maturity. What would be the more mature way of handling things, and what would be the most immature way of handling things? And in this case, I just saw that she handled it very immaturely and poorly, and I found it as just somebody who wanted the attention, who wanted the clout, who even if she got it, when she didn't work out things with Sykkuno, she could at least get something from it and clout and all that. And it's gonna boost everybody. It's not gonna stop here. Like, there's gonna be way more videos out there about Sykkuno and what he's done. So this is not the end of that. This is just the beginning. Because this is just how it works. It's happened to. I'm 30 years old, and I've been going through YouTube for a long time. So I kind of seen the drama within the YouTube universe, and it doesn't stop. And the only way that anybody could stop it is by somebody, which is the main protagonist, the guy, Sykkuno, to just come out to say it was wrong for my private life to be publicized, but just in the moment, in this light that it is publicized, I apologized. I don't want no one to think any different, but if you do, I'm sorry. And truly mean it. Maybe, well, apologize to your girlfriend first, bro. Like, apologize and right your wrongs, but at the same time, there's some people out there, like this is going to every single person. There's some people out there that if you know that you have something that they don't have, they'll do whatever it takes to keep that, no matter if you're there or not for them. Because below the radar, this is what I feel. This is how I got to this point. Because it's, I mean, I feel that. When someone has something that you don't have, and then they gave you a little taste of it, now you want more and you can't have it anymore, but you need to find a way to keep that, they'll find that way to keep that. Either if it's poorly managed, poorly, like immaturely. And in this, like I said, like in this case, publicizing private events is immature. And he was immature in his actions. Both parties are basically in the wrong. But I don't judge anybody for what they've done, because that's what humans are. If that's what happened in their private life, that happened in their private life. I'm not involved. We're still friends. If I even knew you. I knew what you did, but it doesn't change. That was your decision. That's how you learn your lessons, not mine. I like playing Among Us with you, right? Anyways, I don't want to put the video like too long. It's 3:30 in the morning. I got off of work late. I want to record a video for, like, I just want to play Resident Evil 0. And then I just ended up watching a video for Sykkuno, and it just made me feel like I just needed to do this video, like, to opinionize. And it's probably not gonna be edited at all. Like, I don't want to edit anything in here, because it's just not how I don't feel right about it. If I edit the video to show you content that does not belong to me at all, it belongs in the safe of their own private realm. Okay, so anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I don't want to ask you guys what you guys think about the situation, but I do want to say, like, if you have a situation and it's below the radar within your own group, keep it in your own group. Keep it within your own privacy, because it doesn't go well for anybody when it goes and publicizes itself, because you get too many parties involved, and the wisdom. All right. And I think that's it. I thank you again. And hopefully alongside this video, I'll have another video out. I just wanted to make sure that I get this video out, because it's fresh on my mind. Oh, Sykkuno. We all make mistakes. And this is one of those mistakes you just have to learn from. And to the persons who want to publicize private events because they were publicized, freedom of speech, my guys, First Amendment, I'll advocate for it. But there's certain situations you just got to keep it on your own. If it's involving you in the party, keep it there. For the people who made the videos, First Amendment rights, my guy. All to you. Anyways, yeah. You know, that's it. Bye!